walked in with his Gibson slung. Said he heard I wasn't worth a damn. I said, boy, you better watch your tongue, or I'll make you eat it where you stand. He played a lick, I played it faster, did every note he tried to bend. I said, is that all you got, you bastard? This is where your career ends. We're doing it out till the bottle break, till the jukebox quits and the floorboard shake. You can run your mouth, you can play your best, but I'm taking you down like all the rest. Yeah, I'm taking you down like all the rest. He called me out on ribbon hang. I said, your mama taught you that. He kicked a chair and took a stand, swung his axe like a baseball bat. The crowd went wild, the whiskey poured. We traded wrists like uppercuts. He played high, went lower, both too drunk and both too nuts. We'll do it out till the bottles break, till the jukebox quits and the floorboard shake. You can run your mouth, you can play your best, but I'm taking you down like all the rest. Yeah, I'm taking you down like all the rest. Six drinks and a bruised ego, two fools with nowhere to go, playing loud, playing mean. Bloodiest show this bar has seen. We'll duel it out till the bottles break, till the jukebox quits and the floorboard shake. You can run your mouth, you can play your best, but I'm taking you down like all the rest. Yeah, I'm taking you down. I'm taking you down like all the rest. Sunday morning, I'm preaching fire. Monday night, I'm back at the fell. Cards are falling, stakes get higher. Praying for the hand I'm dealt. Lord, forgive me for my trespasses. I keep betting on salvation. Chips stacked up like Bible classes, gambling with my own damnation. Can't tell which way the coin is gonna land. Keep playing the devil's hand. Congregation thinks I'm holy. Life thinks I'm out making calls, but I'm sitting here below the back room with these painted walls. Lord, forgive me for my trespasses. I keep betting on salvation. Chips stacked up like Bible classes, gambling with my own damnation. Can't tell which way the coin is gonna land. Keep playing the devil's hand. Every Sunday I confess your sin. Every Monday my cold calling. Rivers rising to my chin, and I keep falling, keep falling. money in my pocket, burning like a brand of shame. Can't seem to stop or lock it, all away from this damn game. Lord, forgive me for my trespasses. I keep betting on salvation, chips stacked up like Bible classes, gambling with my own damnation. Can't tell which way the coin is gonna land, keep playing the devil's hand. Oh, give away the devil's hand. Can't tell which way I'm gonna land. I rolled up to the roadhouse on a Tuesday afternoon, wearing brand new leather and my mama's best cologne. Those boys in black and chrome were drinking by the door. I said, hey fellas, mind if I join y'all for a tour? They just laughed and shook their head, said, son, you're driving a John Deere instead. I said, it runs, it's green, it gets me where I need to go. They said, that ain't how the outlaw life goes. Showed up the next week with a bandana scowl, tried to rev my riding mower, made it growl. Said, I've been to county lockup, parking tickets 3 or 4. They said, kid, that ain't what we're looking for. They just laughed and shook their head, said, your mama's calling, better get home to bed. I said, I'm tough, I once got in a grocery store fight. They said, son, you ain't exactly living life on the wild side. I even got a tattoo, hurt like hell. It's a little bitch sparrow you can barely tell. Tried to show it off, but they just walked away. Guess I'll try again next Saturday. Last time I brought whiskey and my daddy's pocket knife. They said, boy, go on home to your wife. I ain't even married, but I took it as a sign. Maybe outlaws and farmers ain't supposed to align. Now I'm banned from every biker bar in town, still riding that mower, still wearing my frown. Someday they'll see I got what it takes. Till then I'm just a rebel with a 12-horse race. Chevy in a cornfield, hadn't run since '69. Me and Bobby threw in 50, and Jimmy had a dime. Preacher's son brought $20 he stole from the plate. Said, boys, let's hit the highway before we're old and gray. We're rolling in a rust bucket, engine smoking black, one headlight pointing forward, 3 wheels pointing back. Radio stuck on gospel, tailpipes dragging sparks, living like we're outlaws in a broke down Noah's Ark. 15 miles before the transmission fell clean out. Bobby tried to fix it with some bubble gum and baling twine, no doubt. Preacher's son started praying, I started drinking beer. State trooper pulled us over, laughed and said, y'all can't stay here. We're rolling in a rust bucket, engine smoking black. One headlight pointing forward, three wheels pointing back. Radio stuck on gospel, tailpipes dragging sparks. Living like we're outlaws in a broke down Ozark. Spent the night in Tulsa in a Walmart parking lot. Woke up to a rooster and a man who sold a spot. He said, boys, that car ain't going nowhere but the hell. He said, mister, that's exactly where we're trying to get as well. Jimmy's daddy found us broken down in Arkansas. Put us home on Sunday, said we broke about 6 laws, but we got our $28 back. And a story we can tell about the time we tried to run away and barely made it out of town ourselves. We're rolling in a rust bucket, engine smoking black. One headlight pointing forward, three wheels pointing back. Radio stuck on gospel, tailpipes dragging sparks. Living like we're outlaws in a broke down Ozark. Yeah, living like we're outlaws in a broke down Ozark. I was sitting at the Rusty Nail last Tuesday night, killing time and whiskey like I always do. Pastor mentioned coffee after Sunday service, and I got myself a wicked little avenue. I switched the sugar and the salt down at the church social hall. Every sinner and every saint spitting after coffee with a face like paint. Now the sheriff's asking questions all around, but I'm just grinning at the Rusty Nail downtown. I switched the sugar and the salt. Oh, Miss Anderson took one sip and hollered loud. Preacher's wife turned redder than communion wine. Deacon Joe was cussing words he shouldn't know, and I was 3 counties over feeling mighty fine. I switched the sugar and the salt down at the church social hall. Every sinner and every saint spitting out the coffee with a face like paint. Now the sheriff's asking questions all around, but I'm just grinning at the Rusty Nail downtown. I switched the sugar and the salt. They'll figure out it's me eventually. This town ain't big enough to hide, but Lord, it was worth it just to see all them righteous folks lose their pride. I switched the sugar and the salt down at the church social hall. Every sinner and every saint spitting out the coffee with a face like paint. Sheriff just walked through the door right now. Guess I better finish up this drink somehow. I switched the sugar and the salt. Yeah, I switched the sugar and the salt. knows my pickup truck, knows my name, knows my luck. Every Friday I'm his favorite call. Says, son, you headed for a fall. But I just smile and tip my hat. Been hearing that same song since way back. I'm a liar and a legend in this town. Turn water into whiskey when the sun goes down. They write my name on bathroom walls. My reputation walks these halls. The truth ain't half as good as what they say. I'm guilty of every crime they blame my way. And honey, I ain't changing anyhow. I'm a liar and a legend now. Mama says I got the devil's grin. Daddy says I'll never win, but I'm winning every time they talk about me. At the diner, at the bank, at the feed in and see. Made a living off of being no good, doing less than everybody said I would. I'm a liar and a legend in this town. Turn water into whiskey when the sun goes down. They write my name on bathroom walls. My reputation walks these halls. The truth ain't half as good as what they say. I'm guilty of every crime they blame my way. Honey, I ain't changing anyhow. I'm a liar and a legend now. Let them talk, let them point. This whole damn town is just a honky-tonk joint. Not the music they can't turn down. I'm a liar and a legend in this town. Turn water into whiskey when the sun goes down. They write my name on bathroom walls. My reputation walks these halls. The truth ain't half as good as what they say. I'm guilty of every crime they blame my way. And honey, I ain't changing anyhow. I'm a liar and a legend now. Yeah, I'm a liar and a legend now. I pin this star on every morning, swear to uphold the law. When the sun drops behind the pines, the badge comes off and I'm ready to brawl. Got a jukebox calling out my name and a cold one waiting at the bar. I'm supposed to keep this town in line, but hell, I'm the wildest one by far. I'm the sheriff by day, the sinner by night, writing tickets at noon, starting fights by the light of that honky-tonk moon shining down on my shame, playing both sides of right and wrong. I arrest him on Monday for what I did on Friday, lock him up for the hill I raise. I'm the law and the outlaw, dancing that line, badge in my pocket, cheap beer in my hand. Devil's got nothing on this law, man. I know every bootlegger by his first name, 'cause I buy from them all. I bust up bar fights on Saturday morning that I started when last call came to call. My wanted poster's got my silhouette, just nobody knows it yet. I'm chasing down a renegade while looking at myself in the rear view. I suspect I'm a sheriff by day, sinner by night, writing tickets at noon, starting fights by the light of that honky honky-tonk moon shining down on my shank, playing both sides of right and wrong. I arrest them on Monday for what I did on Friday, lock 'em up for the hell I raised. I'm alone, the outlaw, dancing that line, badge in my pocket, cheap beer in my hand. The devil's got nothing on this long man. Somebody's gotta keep the peace around here, even if that somebody can't keep it himself. I'll clean up this county one bust at a time, soon as I sober up and get off this bar stool. I'm a sheriff by day, sinner by night, writing tickets at noon, starting fights by the light of that honky-tonk moon shining down on my shame, playing both sides of right and wrong. I arrest them on Monday for what I did on Friday, lock 'em up for the hell I raised. I'm the law and the outlaw, dancing that line, badge in my pocket, cheap beer in my hand. The devil's got nothing on this law man. Yeah, the devil's got nothing on this law man. I pushed through the door about 8:15. Old Charlie looked up with that look on his face, said, "Son, you're already on thin ice tonight. One more stunt and you're banned for life." But he poured me a whiskey and shook his head. "Your trouble on two legs is all," he said. By 9:30 I'm singing too loud, taking the jukebox to the whole damn crowd. Charlie's wiping glasses, rolling his eyes, says, "You know the sheriff's cousin just walked inside." I said, "Charlie, my friend, what's one more fight?" He said, "The reason you're still drinking in my bar tonight." Oh, Charlie keeps serving and I keep on swerving every line that a good boy wouldn't cross. He's counting my tab while I'm running my mouth, the only man left who ain't kicked me out. I'm wearing out welcome mats all over this county, but Charlie just laughs and says, "Next round's on me." Yeah, Charlie keeps saving my sorry ass from the last call that I know is coming fast. Tuesday I borrowed the mayor's truck, parked it in the fountain, ran out of luck. Charlie called his cousin down at the jail, somehow talked him into setting my bail. Said, "You're gonna put me in an early grave." Then Wednesday night he poured me a drink anyway. He's got a wall of photographs, black and white, all the troublemakers from Saturday night. Says, "See that guy, did 20 years, and that one there just disappeared." I said, "Which one's gonna be me?" Said, "The one I'm too damn stubborn to let it be." But Charlie keeps serving and I keep on swerving every line that a good boy wouldn't cross. He's counting my tab while I'm running my mouth, the only man left who ain't kicked me out. I'm wearing out welcome mats all over this county, but Charlie just laughs and says, "Next round's on me." Yeah, Charlie keeps saving my sorry ass from the last call that I know is coming fast. Maybe he sees something in me I can't see, or maybe he just likes the company of a fool who don't know when to quit. Hell takes one to know one, I guess that's it. Yeah, Charlie keeps serving and I keep on swerving every line that a good boy wouldn't cross. He's counting my tab while I'm running my mouth, the only man left who ain't kicked me out. I'm wearing out welcome mats all over this county, but Charlie just laughs and says, "Next round's on me." Yeah, Charlie keeps saving my sorry ass from the last call that I know is coming fast. So here's to Charlie and his patience worn thin, the gatekeeper of my favorite sin. When they finally do run me clear out of town, I know Charlie pour one more round. Well, I woke up broke on Sunday morning, found a nickel and a note said so long. Had $100 Friday evening, now the devil's laughing at my song. They say money talks, my mind just whispers, says goodbye before I learn its name. Every dollar bill I ever holdin' runs off with some other rambling man. Got holes in my pockets, got holes in my heart. Every good thing I touch falls apart. The barkeep knows me, the banker don't. Lord, I'll pay you back, I probably won't. Got holes in my pockets and holes in my pride. Everyone I love took somebody else for a ride. Met a gal down at the railroad crossing, said she'd stick around if I stayed true. Well, I stayed true, but my wallet didn't. Now she's gone and my last 22. Preacher told me, son, you need salvation. I said, preacher, I just need a loan. He said, money ain't the root of evil. I said, maybe not, but broke's too close to home. Got holes in my pockets, got holes in my heart. Every good thing I touch falls apart. The barkeep knows me, the banker don't. Lord, I'll pay you back, I probably won't. Got holes in my pockets and holes in my pride. Everyone I love took somebody else for a ride. If I had $1 for every dollar that I lost, I'd be a rich man paying the cost. If I had a woman for every woman that run away, I'd die a happy man on Judgment Day. Walking toward that crossroad where the train smoke meets the setting sun. Maybe make a deal with someone darker, trade my soul for a better run. But the devil probably cheat me too, take my soul and leave me black and blue. Just another fool with empty hands, chasing after what no fool can understand. I walked into that roadhouse with a wallet full of brains. She had copper hair and card tricks, prettiest thing I'd ever seen. Said she'd bet me double or nothing on a hand of Texas Hold'em. I was 3 sheets to the wind, boys, feeling mighty bold. Now I'm broke, I'm drunk, she's long gone. Left me with a lipstick stain and an empty bottle at dawn. But that Red Queen took my money and my pride went with it too. Should've known better than to gamble with a woman drinking bootleg brew. She dealt those cards like lightning, had a smile that told no lies. Or maybe that was just the whiskey swimming in my eyes. By midnight I'd lost everything except my shirt and boots. She kissed me once, said, "Sugar, you're a fool for being cute." Now I'm broke, I'm drunk, she's long gone. Left me with a lipstick stain and an empty bottle at dawn. That red queen took my money and my pride went with it too. Should've known better than to gamble with a woman drinking bootleg brew. The bartender's laughing, says, "Son, she comes through every fall, takes every fool who thinks he's lucky right up against the wall." I said, "Pour me one more double, I got nothing left to lose except your dignity." He said, "Buddy, that's shipped out of two." My truck's still in the parking lot, my pride somewhere in Tennessee. She took $400, what was left of me. But I'd do it all again if she walked back through that door. Some lessons cost you everything and still you're begging for more. Yeah, I'm broke, I'm drunk, she's long gone. Left me with a lipstick stain and an empty bottle at dawn. That red queen took my money and my pride went with it too. Should've known better than to gamble with a woman drinking bootleg brew. Should've known better, Lord, I should've known better. But that woman and that whiskey made a damn fine team together. Down at the truck stop on Highway 41, where the diesel fuel mingles with the morning sun, two waitresses stood like prophets at war over what might be the oldest question ever fought before. Eddie's got a scripture from her mama's hand, says you boil 'em slow with butter, that's the promised land. But Jolene swears by the quick cook way, been 30 years now, they still ain't found a middle way. It's the Prince question, Lord, the Prince question, more divisive than any political session of debate, transubstantiation and the nature sin. But nothing cuts deeper than I figure how thin the Prince question. Prince question. Every man's gotta choose his confession. I've seen Betty cry into her apron string, seen Jolene throw a spatula at sacred things. The truckers sit quiet, they know better than to choose, 'cause picking sides in this holy war means somebody's gonna lose. One says salt, one says a pinch of sugar's fine. They divided up the counter like the Mason-Dixon line. And every morning around 6:15, it's less about breakfast than what everything means. It's the Prince question, Lord, the Prince question, like asking a preacher about his past indiscretions. You can reconcile heaven and earth and everything between, but some ribs run deeper than a man's ever seen. The Prince question, Prince question. Ain't no answer gonna bring redemption. Maybe truth ain't singular, maybe God likes it both ways. Maybe some disputes were meant to carry all our days. Maybe it ain't about the grits at all, just two women who need something to believe in when the night shift runs too long. I asked them once why they care so much about a simple bowl of white stuff and such. Betty looked at me like I blasphemed, said, "Son, you got to stand for something. We ain't nothing it seems. Jolene just laughed and poured my cup. Said we all need our hills to die on. Growing up, now I take my grip however they come. Cause wisdom tastes like knowing some wars can't be won. It's the grit's question, yeah, the grit's question, yeah. Dinner's got its own confession. It's somewhere between the right way and the wrong. We're all just trying to find where we belong. The grit's question, the grit's question. Life's too short, but the argument's too long. Down at the truck stop on 41, they're still fighting that fight that can't be won. And I'll be back Tuesday around dawn to watch two angels wrestle over what side God is on. Me and Bobby planned it out for weeks. We'd hit the First National on Tuesday. But Bobby brought his cousin Jake along, who couldn't find the bank without a survey. We burst in through them doors at 10:30, waving pistols like we owned the place. But the teller lady just looked up and said, "You're the sorriest things I've seen today." We got hostages feeling sorry for us. The security guard offered Bobby a beer. The old man in the corner's giving Jake advice about his marriage and his whole damn career. We came to rob them blind, take all their money, but they're worried about our problems instead. Lord, when your hostages start acting like their mama, you know better off home in a bed. Bobby's arguing with Jake about the getaway. Jake says Bobby never loved him right. The bank manager's sitting there between them, trying to counsel them through their fight. That teller brought us sandwiches from the deli, said we look like we ain't eating days. While me and Bobby's yelling at each other about who forgot to fill the tank with gas. We got hostages feeling sorry for us. That old man's still handing out advice. Pregnant lady's asking if we're doing alright. Says her brother-in-law's got a job that might suffice. Came to rob them blind, take all their money, but they're worried about our problems instead. Lord, when your hostages start acting like your mama, you know you're better off home in bed. Bobby says I never listen. Jake says Bobby's always me. I'm just wondering how we ended up in the worst damn house you've ever seen. Cops showed up, stayed outside, said they'd wait till we worked things out. The bank manager's making coffee while we're having us a shout. When it's over and they're hauling us away, them hostages are waving from the door. The teller slipped a 20 in my pocket, said, "Honey, you'll need this and more." Bobby and Jake ain't speaking in the backseat, and I'm stuck here in between. The cop just shakes his head and says, "That's the damnedest thing I've ever seen." We had hostages feeling sorry for us, they're probably still worried to this day. While me and Bobby can't stand one another, and Jake won't even look our way. We came to rob them blind, take all their money, but they're worried about our souls instead. Lord, when your hostages start acting like your mama, you know crime just ain't your path ahead. Yeah, when your victims treat you better than your partners, it's time to hang it up for good.